Today, I want to address pessimistics in Kenya. I say pessimistics in Kenya because I've never lived in any country apart from Kenya. Apart from a few occasions when I would chase bandits into Uganda, Amdat, Moroto area. Apart from the few occasions when I was in Wajir South and I would cross over into Somalia, mid-Somalia. Apart from a few occasions when I used to stay 100 or so meters from Somalia police station in Mandera, and at the same time was 3 or 4 kilometers south of Ethiopia, I have never stayed anywhere outside Kenya. I want to talk about Kenyans who are pessimistic in various ways. I was brought up, my father used to always say that when you're in a meeting, come up with an idea. I had a boss in Mandera, Morris Ombwa Jabuya. He used to say that when the district intelligence summary is being made, when the provincial intelligence summary is made, and when the national intelligence summary is made, he used to tell us two things. Don't be happy if you don't see any of your contribution there. But when your contribution are noticed, there are two ways. If you start getting phone calls to make clarifications, that is a bad report. But if various reports, both at provincial and national, if you are to write a report and you find that your report is included in the summary, then that is good. Your idea has been factored in. And lastly, he used to say, be ready when you bring an idea for it to be rejected or accepted. Don't be happy that it was accepted. Don't be annoyed that it was rejected. Be happy that you are given a chance to express yourself. And lastly, if your idea is rejected, don't pray for the idea of whoever's idea was taken to fail so that you say nilis munaona. Now back to Kenyan pessimistics. I have issues with Kenyans who are above average in knowledge. Mostly these are not people whose education is below par. Most of them are of your level or even more knowledgeable than you, especially in the topic that you're talking. You'll find that you'll sit somewhere, you decide, you are at point A. There are 360 degrees you can take. You can go this side, you count them all, there are 360 around you. Now you suggest, let us take this. There are some people who just sit there and say, no. But then when you ask them, can you come up with a suggestion? They'll say, no. I don't have a suggestion, but the suggestions you are making are useless. It is better to offer a useless suggestion than not to offer. Why do these people oppose everybody and everything? The first one, I can call them the Miguna type. The Miguna type are the people who always think that a good idea is an idea that only he himself can come up with. You may beat him to the point, Because when you're in a meeting, maybe he has yet to come out to, maybe he was even planning to say the same thing, and you said it earlier, because maybe you are given a chance, or he had 6 or 7 ideas and he had given 2 and was waiting again for another chance, and then you are given a chance and say, okay, I'm seeing that we do this and this and that. Now when he sees that it is you who has preempted him, he would rather even the idea is killed than anybody getting credit for that. The second type is the type of a person who has issues with you, has issues with the messenger, not the message. So you say, okay, I'm seeing that we have a bridge at near my place. Why don't we go to Kukuni's place, have a second bridge? Because some people stay there, they can't cross there. I mean, I'm just imagining then he sees, he goes against that. Not because it is a bad idea, whatever plan you have come with, whatever, but it is you. He would rather die than you. He has issues with you. Remember the first time I said, it is somebody who is not happy that somebody else apart from himself, and I'm talking of him, because this characteristic, to me, I've noticed it's more with men than women. 72% of his cases are men, and the rest are women. So because somebody else has said it, then it is a bad idea. It did not come from me. The second theme is, I don't like the presenter, so I will rather kill that story. And the third one is a person, you'll never hear him. I mean, you get a meeting for 30 minutes, 3 hours, not 30 minutes. Various people have talked, and he has eloquently and reasonably stated things, but none of them has he come up with an idea of how to go on. He will sit down with a long piece of paper, or he will even have the paper in his mind, and said, when Albert came to give his presentation, this and this is what he was wrong. When Benson came and gave his presentation, this is where he was wrong. When Charles came, this is where. When David came, he goes all the way to Zachariah. This is how Zachariah was wrong. But then he does not come up and say, in my view. No. I'm saying so because Kenya is a developing country. I have gone to meetings where maybe foreign donors have come, and they have released some finances, and they want to maybe do this and this. So it is upon you to sit down, discuss, and say what you are going to do. But if you have such naysayers, the funds will go back just because of their pessimistic zeal. That is all I have for today.